Sacha White. I'm with the Vanilla Workshop. So I built this bike for my younger daughter. This is kind of the second version of this shape that I've built. The first version was for my older daughter. And the story is that my family gets around by bike. We use bikes for transportation. We use them for utility. When our kids were younger, we would tote them around on the back of our bikes and trailers and whatever. Now they're big enough to ride on their own. So it dawned on me that they needed good transportation. They need something that they can carry their books in. They need something that's going to be durable and that's going to last a long time. And of course, fit is important to me because that's a big part of my business and what I do with my clients that come to see me. So I wanted to develop a bike that does all of those things, but that can also kind of grow with them, so that I'm not building them a new bike every couple of years. So this bike, I think kind of what's a little bit special about it aesthetically is the wheel size. For being such a small bike and for such small kids, a 26-inch wheel, it's definitely big for a kid that size. And the point behind it is, I guess, twofold. One is that it gives it like that real long, sleek, kind of roadster feel, like old roadster automobiles, or kind of like a World War II era BMW motorcycle, that kind of thing. So I think like that aesthetic really tugs on my heartstrings, and I think it probably does the same for other people too. And then the other part of it is that if a wheel is this big for a kid that small, that means that the bike is going to be proportional for them for a long time as they grow. So, I mean, people my size ride 26-inch wheels. So I'm not saying that by the time they're 33, they're going to be riding the same bike, but it can last them at least until they're 13 or so, 14. So that's a good 6 or 7 years into a bike. And the bike is going to be, it's designed so that it can so that the components can move where they need to move, so that it's still going to fit them as they grow. So for instance, right now it's built with super short cranks, like 130 millimeter cranks. And as they grow, we can swap out, probably get up, like the geometry is set up so that it'll be fine with like 165 millimeter cranks. And right now the saddle is bottomed all the way out. So when I fit them and designed the bike, I designed it so that it works for them, but it's in its smallest possible configuration right now. So as they grow, like the saddle can come up, we can put a setback post on it, we can change the bar from this drastically swept back like towny bar to maybe like a flat bar, or maybe even a mustache bar or something like that. And so it should last them for a good long time and be durable and stylish enough that it's still going to be worth something to maybe their kids or maybe another family when their kids get big enough. I decided internally geared because I think it makes sense, especially for the environment that we live in, to have a lot of those moving parts out of the elements and sealed away. I think that the Shimano rear hub is gorgeous and functions pretty flawlessly. Also, they've got the disc brake option, which is great, and the center lock design on the rotors. I think it's been pretty genius from day one. It's something that they use on all of their mountain bike, like their hydraulic discs for their mountain bikes and all of that. So that technology has trickled down is pretty great. It's important to have lighting on a city bike. It's great if your bike can actually power those lights, and so we've got the Shimano front dynamo. Does a good job of powering the front. It does a good job of powering the front halogen light, and also it powers the rear LED. Sacha White. I'm with the Vanilla Workshop.